He married my sister, now we're living together.
Our
We're roommates in love.
Hello, Tim.
Number 2 sounded better.
This was that was a second take. No one knows that. We didn't have to tell them, but we did because we're honest men.
We like to give you a little peek behind the curtain sometimes, folks.
We just started 30 seconds in, realized mics weren't on.
Cold mics.
Could have been devastating. Cold mic. Some of the coldest mics you've ever seen.
As opposed to a hot mic, for those who are wondering what that riff is.
We had 2 cold mics and a
couple of hot
hot
riffs,
Tim
though.
and Tom. Damn. We didn't even really have a hot riff yet.
Yeah, but they don't know that, dude. Let's lie
So
about all
you
the
guys
things
missed
we
out
can
on like
lie
2 of the
about.
hottest riffs you've ever heard.
But let's get
And then
down to
we
brass
realized it.
tacks, folks. We're not
Let's
even
do it.
roommates.
No, not even in-laws.
But we are good friends.
And we're recording a podcast.
And we're live.
We're live
in
from
Ridgewood, Queens.
Ridgewood Studios. This is 2 weeks in a row on the couch.
Kind of feels nice.
I love this couch.
It's a throwback.
Yeah, I've slept on this couch.
El Coach. But Tom, I don't mean to get right into. I don't mean to board a flight immediately.
No,
here.
hand me your boarding pass. Your boarding group.
It's time to get on the plane.
We're gonna start the pre-boarding.
Well, how
yet.
about this shit? How about a no confidence pilot? Have you had a no confidence pilot?
Huh?
Guy
I don't know
come-
that I've clocked it. I'm sure I have.
Guy comes. It's one of the smoothest flights I've ever been on. He comes over the PA probably 3 or 4 times, going, "I'm just so sorry. It's so bumpy." Guys, I just want to come over and apologize again for the bumpy ride. We've been trying to find some clear air this whole time.
Fucking suck.
I mean, the whole time. And as we're coming in, they come in like, we're starting our initial descent into hell or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And we're starting our initial descent. I just can't tell you how sorry I am about this bumpy ride. I want to, like, when you're walking out and you just say, hey, thanks to him, I want to be like, hey, man, keep it up.
Hey, you did a great job, and you should
this is
believe in
great.
yourself a little bit
This
more.
was not a bumpy ride.
It's kind of like when someone's like actually doing pretty well on stage, and they're like, "Well, that one sucked."
Yeah.
And then have you ever had the crowd be like,
you guys
"Hey,
hate me.
well, like, have you ever had someone tell
Has
you
this
that
ever
after a
happened to you?
set? Has this ever happened to you after a set where they go, "No, we liked the one that you said didn't hit," or whatever, like something like that?
But then you're still in the mode and you're like,
Nah, you didn't. You're just saying that because you think that I
Yeah.
thought it was bad. But
you're just trying to help me out, but you know that I know it sucked ass and everybody hates me.
yeah. Anyways, I can't believe we even made it
Everybody's
here.
like, okay, well, I'm going to unfollow you on Instagram now. This is a bummer.
Did you unfollow the pilot?
Yes.
Yeah, so you were a big fan of him. I knew that.
I mean, I sent a messe to Delta, and I was like, you got to get this. You got to put this guy in therapy.
Hey, this guy's gonna crash a plane soon.
I mean, it was smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah.
I'm sound asleep on this thing. The only thing waking me up is the guy going, I just can't believe how bumpy this flight is. It was not bumpy at all.
At all. That rips.
I just couldn't get him out of my head. I'm like, Dad, somebody needs to tell this guy he's doing a good job.
He's fine.
And sometimes turbulence happens. Hey, pilots out there, sometimes turbulence happens. And I'm using that as a metaphor for life.
Sometimes you hit a bump in the air.
And you just got to keep it moving. And maybe don't tell everybody, hey, sorry about all the turbulence right now.
No, maybe just continue as is because you wouldn't believe some of the turbulence that is going unannounced out here.
Damn, see? Everybody's fighting a battle that you know nothing about.
But sometimes you'll get some turbulence that's like
Yeah, and the pilot
don't
just
say
comes over the
shit.
thing and he's like, fucking deal with
He's
it.
like, "Hey, put on your fucking seatbelts. Don't
gonna
go
be
to the
a rough
bathroom.
one."
Hold it."
You're like,
All right.
back on Frontier Airlines, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that was also a question I had. Do you think, like, because we had to hit the Spirit button down to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Tough.
Are we telling the whole tale?
This is a Newark.
Newark Spirit is one
Spirit.
of the worst days of your life.
I mean, Tom, a Newark Spirit button was
Because
devastating.
Newark is how far from here?
Oh, well, it was $120 Uber.
So
we said it's public transit time.
yeah.
Took us-
You can't pay $120 to go to a Spirit flight. That's so oxymoronic.
I mean, that makes no sense. Did I tell you, I accidentally ordered an Uber Black going to LaGuardia, and I get picked up. You know, they pick you up in like a blacked out Suburban.
Nice car, yeah.
And then he's like, what terminal? And I had to be like, Spirit. And I wanted to be like, I ordered this by accident.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I
would never.
I'm not this bad with money. Where I like really overspend on Ubers, so
On
I
an
can't
Uber.
I can't afford Delta.
I was so embarrassed. And I really felt like I needed to explain it to him, but I was like,
Yeah,
fuck
he's
it.
like, I don't give a shit.
I'm just happy. This is what I do for a living.
Sorry about the bumpy ride, by the way.
But it was a quick 2 hours. You know, it's the M to the damn Penn Station to the damn fucking
2 hours to get to the start of your travel
to
is
get
tough.
there. And then the place you're getting to is Newark, New Jersey.
It stinks.
And you have to walk into an airplane. What are they called? An airport that was born in
Airplane station.
Born in 19. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, Tom.
Good. I'm glad we're doing the pod.
It took me to an airplane.
I'm glad I don't
born
really
in
have much.
1912. Is what I was just.
It took me to the airplane station.
But I had a
Can you
fun.
believe the security they make you go through these days, bro? I mean, when I started flying, you walked right on the plane. Because people used to trust each other in this country.
I'm on there just smoking a cigarette. This is before Biden took over. But I had a fun little. So we go to go do these shows at the Sports Drink in New Orleans.
Right.
And you know me, Tom.
Yeah.
I've been singing the Sports Drink.
We talked about this a lot
praises
last week.
For as long as, and to anybody that will listen, I'm singing the praises of Sports Drink in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Go there and do these shows with Mark Norman. Insanely fun. Obviously packed out.
Yeah.
70-person room. I mean, the buzz is in the air. Zzz, Tom. You know the buzz?
I think we discussed the buzz last week.
God, I love the buzz. Well, wait, have I done these shows since?
We talked about Sports Drink.
Had I already done those shows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how about this, folks?
That's why I was like, how much are we revealing here?
Well, you kept
think
being
you gotta
like,
tell
I
the whole
remember that
thing.
part. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn, really? Did we already talk about
I spent Thanksgiving with you.
it? Right. Right. That's when the excitement
you guys, Tim's
started.
doing great, by the way.
That's when the excitement started. So, Tom brings over some damn mac and cheese. Top shelf cheese, by the way.
It was good, Mac.
And I look, I am someone who is always very weary of homemade mac and cheese because unfortunately the best mac and cheese does come in a box and it's made by a man named Kraft.
You're putting Kraft over Annie's?
Oh my God, it's not even close.
That's crazy. It's crazy
not
talk.
even close.
You're a trash human.
Kraft 3-cheese mac with the shells. Annie's can suck my dick and balls.
Dude, Annie would, and she'd do a great job of
No,
it.
she would. It's too creamy and it like congeals too quickly.
Are you talking about...
That's a classic complaint. We let them like, sorry, it's too creamy.
It congeals really quickly. I know. Sorry, it runs in the family.
But I'm sorry if you got to really shove down the Annie's or it gets like hard. You have to start like really. You need a fork to get in
Kraft
there.
does the same thing.
No, Kraft stays creamy.
I will say this. I don't even love. Like, I don't want it to be that creamy.
But it stays like good and.
I will say
creamy. I can't think of another word other than creamy.
I know it is creamy, but like, okay, I put Kraft mac and cheese and homemade mac and cheese. They are in my head completely different dishes.
Well,
Like,
sure, yeah.
Like, they don't even serve the same purpose. Like, if I brought over Kraft mac and cheese, even though you love it, I think you would be like, hey,
Well, it would be like, just no effort?
You didn't have to bring this from home.
Yeah, I could have went and bought it for $2 a box.
Yes.
And honestly, I do it willingly. I love it so much.
Yeah, but it's like it serves a different role. Because also, if you're putting out a Thanksgiving spread and you got Kraft mac and cheese in there, it's just kind of like,
People are
okay,
going,
so
"Come on,
that's
man."
the level that we're at.
That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
See, but this is where I think that, like, I think people think Annie's is better because it's like $2 more expensive a box. But it doesn't have the same bang for your buck when you go from like Oscar Mayer to a Nathan's hot dog. Because a Nathan's hot dog is an
better.
objectively, it's not even
Man,
close.
I would love a hot dog.
It's a better dog.
I'd love a Nathan's dog.
I get them from there all the time. I
Really?
had to buy one.
From where?
From our little grocery store.
Oh.
They sell the quick Nathan's over there, but they were all out of the cheap shit that I buy. And I'm huffing and puffing. I'm spending $7 for these fucking hot dogs. And then I get home and they just blew my tits clean
They're
off.
just better.
Now I'm like, I
I'm
can't
a Nathan's
wait
boy.
to spend $7 on a dog. Still got to upgrade my buns, though. I'm still eating these shitty buns. They fall
Dude,
apart on
some
you.
of these, you get a good white bread bun, and you just know as you're eating, you're like, it's like, you know when the bun kind of like almost dissolves?
Yeah, yes.
You're like, this isn't food.
Yes,
This is
well,
bad.
and also it's like somehow hard.
Yeah, but consists of nothing.
When you break it open to put the dog in there, you got to do it so delicately so the bottom half
The
doesn't
bottom
split
rips
open.
instantly,
Oh,
and then you're just holding. Now you're
really
holding it
squeezing it.
together, and you're just pretending that this isn't just a sandwich at this point. You're still holding it vertical.
One of the worst. I'm telling you, if I put a Nathan's dog in one of those buns, I'm gonna jump off of it. I'm going right to the airplane store and I'm jumping out.
And I'm pulling the yeah.
Anywho, so
anyways,
we have delicious Thanksgiving. Tom absolutely knocked it out of the park with the damn mac and cheese. And Tom has to say his goodbyes. We hug, we smooch, we touch each other's underwear.
Yep.
Riff from
Wedgies.
earlier.
We did wedgies. Sorry it wasn't on camera. One YouTube commenter who really wants to see us wedgie each other for some
tone
reason.
it down.
We got some more context on that just to give everyone else it was that apparently we talked about whether or not we had ever gotten wedgies, and your brother gave you one, and I think my cousin gave me one, and then they apparently joked that we should give each other one.
Don't remember that.
And I said, "Oh, thanks. You're hired as the pod historian." And they said, "Then do the dare."
Do it. Do it, man. Stop being weird about this and just
And
fucking...
now we definitely won't because it feels like it's sexual for you.
Yeah, it does feel like someone's going to be truly cranking the hog if we start touching each other's underoos.
Yeah, agreed.
And I ain't doing it.
And I am glad that we're at the point of success with the pod that people might be cranking it to it.
That's a win.
That rules.
That's a win in any...
Venmo us a couple bucks.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
But that rules.
Two guys trying to make it. Did we ever hit that guy up that was like, hey, I'd love to Venmo you guys for the 130 episodes of free entertainment? Did we ever hit that guy back?
I sent him something back. I don't remember
You just sent him your
what I sent him my Venmo and my
Unbelievable.
I think he wired me like a couple $1,000.
Unbelievable stuff. Tom got Bitcoin.
I took
in
the producer
2011.
credit.
Yeah.
I said this is still going towards costs.
Tough. Anywho, so Thanksgiving, Tom leaves. Lizzie and I are sitting on the damn couch. I'm a bottle of wine in. I'm a bottle of wine in and an edible. No more mumbles over there, Tom.
I was gonna be one bottle.
No mumbling, Tom. I was giving thanks.
Okay, he was thanking it up.
I just got back from a bunch of heaters.
He was hitting the thank button hard.
What the hell, Tom?
I just love the text I got from you. You were like, I'm hammered drunk.
I mean, a guy can't give thanks anymore?
No, yeah, I was right there with you. I was giving thanks.
I'm absolutely looking at a turkey in the eyeballs saying thanks for everything.
Thank you so much, man.
You're doing so much for me right now. But I was a bottle of wine in, took an edible, on the couch, just enjoying life. Zzz, zzz, that's the phone. That's the text coming through. A number I don't recognize. Hey, man, great stuff last night. Any chance you want to open at the Orpheum on Sunday? Mark.
And I assume this is Mark.
Normand.
Oh, I thought this was the pilot from earlier.
No, this is Mark Anthony. He
Okay,
wants me
this
to
is
do a
Mark
little
Anthony.
song and dance with him and
Huge.
J-Lo.
Mark Norman sends you the text. You want to come down because in his mind,
I'm still in New Orleans.
you're in New Orleans, and he goes, "Wow, look at this! I don't have an opener on Saturday.
Great news.
There's a great comic in town that I just met last night.
Obviously, he didn't fly home already.
He crushed.
And
He's
he would-
around,
He would tell me if he flew home.
and he would tell me if he flew home. Guess what?
No.
Nah,
Lied.
yeah,
Still there.
still, I'll be right there. You want me
Yeah.
to come right now? Will.
I'm currently en route to Newark.
This was the text I got from Tim, and this is a move that I, along with several of my friends, have pulled.
You have to.
You have to just be like, yeah, I'm still there. Because this is how you get the first break in a lot of situations
You
is
have
like
to.
convenience.
Come
So
on.
you were like, what do I do? But then it was like pretty quickly we were like, yeah, you got to just go.
It's a must happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It also wasn't as bad. When you told me the flight prices, I was like, you're about to take a real bath on this.
I was thinking it was going to be like a quick 6-7.
Same. I was putting it I was like, cap is 800.
I thought this,
Not
I
worth
thought
it.
this was going to hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
But thank God Newark.
If
had
you fly
options
Spirit out of Newark,
from
turns out
Spirit.
they actually can't go over 250. Because everyone would, I believe the country would just shut that place down.
I mean, man, a Spirit for you. These are this what I mean.
Was this your first time?
Yes.
Oh, buddy.
Out of Newark. Hey, by the way, they have the restaurants outside of security. What is that about?
All of them?
Like the good
Both of
ones?
them?
Like I'm looking at Panda, I'm going, oh, I want to, but I got to get through security. And then you go in there, they just have like a firehouse sub that took 33 hours to make.
Well, I guess you can get the food outside, but then you have to bring it through security, and that kind of stinks.
But like, you want to be through security.
Yeah.
That's when you're willing to like
right, because
eat.
it would be such a tough look if you got food and then got stuck in a long line and missed your flight.
And miss your flight, and you're like covered in teriyaki
Because I had
sauce.
I asked for extra teriyaki sauce, and they didn't have it enough.
I mean,
so I waited till they brought some more out.
it's just a really idiotic airport. But so obviously, I'm like, totes my goats. I'm actually right down the street
I'll be right there.
from the Orpheum. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, it's not till Saturday? Wow, I have plenty of time to go the 2 blocks that I need to go.
So I'm like, flight booked. I mean, I literally got back to New York I got back on Thursday,
yeah.
celebrated Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
got the text, flew back out.
Texted
Friday,
Tom, said, Tom, what do I
Said,
do?
"Tom."
I'm hammered drunk.
Tom, I'm not in my right mind right now.
Because you were like,
I
what's
need
the
you to
text?
Yeah.
And I was like, the text is pretty simple. It's, yeah, would love to, man. Thanks.
Man, I had like, yeah. Delete,
Yo.
delete. Yo.
That was the one you told me.
delete.
Yo, what's
Let's
up,
go. delete. I'm like, what the fuck's Tom saying right
I think
now?
what's the one I sent back was just like, hey, man, would love to. Thanks.
The simplest
That was it.
one. Keep it simple, stupid. And I'm going like, absolutely, let's fucking go.
Like, what joke from last night can I compliment and kind of maybe have a callback to in this text?
Such a tough look.
Yeah,
But-
I'll bring some sports drink.
Yeah. Maybe we could get a couple of, in parentheses, sports drinks together.
He's like, you know what?
He's like,
why don't you head back to New York?
I'm just gonna do longer than I was gonna do.
Perfect. I'm already here.
Yeah, maybe catch a flight. I'll actually pay for your flight if you go home.
So you go back.
So we go back. Thank Christ. And then like I booked the flight for Friday, and then I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm like, Lizzie, we're going to New Orleans.
Come with.
I'm gonna do a big fat theater.
Yeah.
With the King of Comedy. Let's get you a freaking flight, and let's turn this into a little vacay.
What a move. This is an incredible 24-hour situation.
Right?
Yeah.
So we jump on a freaking flight, go down to New Orleans. Best city. I mean, just the best city. And it's not even close. It's the best city in America.
I'll always say this, right behind St. Paul, Minnesota. It's right there.
Don't make me put my roller skates on, Tom, and start going around the block. That's not bad, right?
That's pretty
Roller
good.
skates.
I like that.
So get there, go to the theater. You know, it's 1,500 people. It's packed. Beautiful theater.
Quick. Small room for you.
It was. It's one of those things where you're like, okay, yeah, I can adjust to this.
It's fun to get in those small rooms and work stuff out.
Well, it's a lot more. You get to work out that muscle of like being intimate with the audience.
You got to be present.
Instead of it being like a 4,000 seater
The
where you're
usual.
like, all right, I'm just kind of like making sure I hit the back of the room.
No, yeah, and these little 1,500 seaters.
You can like really get to know
you
the
interact
crowd.
with them a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
It's a pretty kind of a neat way, I think, to do comedy. I would rather do it in a situation like that than the ones that we're typically find ourselves in, where it's like, it's not an arena, but it kind of feels like it.
Well, it's like a lot of those minor league hockey stadiums. Which
Right.
9,000, yeah.
But go in there. I'm hanging out in the green room, doing the little thing. They come on in. You know, he hits you with a bunch of classic lines. Hey, fatty.
Yeah.
Going, how you guys doing? He goes, I'm hungover. And
I'm hungover,
like, I
little
kind of don't
gay.
believe you, but okay.
Yeah.
You're 2 in the pocket every time I've seen you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're not behaving like a hungover man.
Yeah.
Mark,
Mark,
don't lie to me. Your new best friend who was already in town.
I've been sitting around all day waiting to hang out with you.
So go out, you know.
Throwing out a boarding pass. Next to-
Damn, whoops, man. Hope you factor that in when you. But go out, and you know we all know this problem. You go out, people are still milling around.
Cold open in a theater is a very tough gig.
They're milling.
Yeah.
My brother was at the bar.
Oh, what the hell, Steve?
I know he was being a good guy. He was getting drinks for everybody.
Steve.
Fucking
Steve, you're a great guy. Never even met you, but
top shelf human being.
I mean, we got an all-time. He texted you, but you read it to me. An all-time message from him. You got to end the story with the text from Steve.
I mean, the boy just has the pod clocked. But it was nice, you know. Everybody was proud. I did well, you know. I went to Pop City, not as much as I would have liked, but I still
It's
visited.
very
Pop
hard.
City.
There's also 1,500 people there to see one person, and you're not.
Right, and you're
him.
not that guy.
Yeah.
And they're going, ugh.
Brother, if
okay.
you got pops at all, I'm not kidding. I spent a year of my life opening theaters for Becky Robinson, and I got 3 pops total.
Well, that's a different audience, though.
Yeah, but I know what that when that first 5 minutes you get up there, you go, oh, I got up here too early.
Right. And you're almost like, hey, Mark,
Hey, why don't we push this?
I'm just going to come back off. Let's push it 10.
No one's really listening to me yet.
Hey, Mark, I need you to hit the God mic and say, everyone sit down. My best friend's about to come on stage.
Hey, guys, this savant who's now my new best friend has the mic right now. Pay attention. Listen up. Hey.
But, dude, it's so fucking, because you're looking out at the audience and, like, you know, because you're such the small man on the totem pole here, where, like, people are, like, up and moving and talking, and you want to be like, how we doing? Like, can we sit?
Yeah.
But you're like, no. Just material.
100-person room, you are going, hey, big group that's still figuring out their table.
What are we doing?
I need you to sit down and shut up.
What are we doing?
But you can't do that with, like, hey, row 48.
Tone it down. I'm doing some stuff that's like relatively new. I mean, I closed on a joke I haven't done since Fargo.
I love that.
Tom,
The comedy's beautiful, dude.
It
took
just-
over. It came out of you.
it just came out
And
of
it
my
hit?
mouth, and I was like, it did unfortunately hit.
No, that's very fortunate.
Thank God.
If it
It
was,
was coming out of my mouth, and I was like, oh, I'm in a lot of trouble here.
yeah. You're also kind of like, do I remember the end of this? Yeah.
Freaking the fuck out. I really don't. I don't remember a lot of being on stage.
Blacked out a little bit?
Kinda.
Yeah. It's
You
an,
just go-
it's an adrenaline thing.
The adrenaline's crazy. You just go walking out. I made sure I was asking everybody, the family came down.
Yeah,
and-
was that good?
well, it was just like, did I seem fine?
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
saw
"Oh."
a pic. You looked chill.
Yeah, they're like, no, you look completely normal. I was like, oh, huge.
Yeah, it turns out you've done this a lot.
Yeah, you forget
It's
that.
the same. It's really not that different. You got to slow down a little bit, and that's it.
Slow down. Oh, how about this? Sorry, this little fun anecdote. We got into an Uber today, and the guy goes, he goes like, we heading to Spirit? And we go, yep. And he goes, you speak Spanish? And we go, nope. And he goes, oh,
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, we said, yep.
Well, were you wearing your travel sombrero? Because you do always do that, and I would assume the
I
same.
was rolling up a burrito in the back seat. Enchiladas, anybody?
I guess he assumed from all of the mariachi instruments you shoved into the trunk.
Just Spirit? Yep.
Yeah.
Speak Spanish?
Wait, was he Latino?
Yeah.
Huh. Do Latinos fly Spirit a lot?
Well,
I would guess it was more of a Native American thing. Come on. What, we can't riff anymore?
or an alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
See?
Spirit Airlines. They go, oh my God, are booze free? No,
I love
the
spirits.
opposite.
Yeah.
The water
Everyone's
isn't
black.
free.
Yeah. I love it when they wake you up and they're like, would you like a $9 water?
Yeah, would you like water? You can't have it for free.
No, I don't want that.
Dude, and it's like sometimes you do wake up from a nap and you're like, God, my mouth is so dry.
Right, because somehow the oxygen on those things, it's like not as good. Yeah.
And then you're like, I can't. It's against all of the principles in my body to pay $8 for water.
But
though.
sometimes you simply must. But anywho, so we did the big fat theater, but that's one of those things where it's like you get the text from the random number.
Crazy.
Hey, you want to come do the Orpheum? Mark. Kind of fun.
Really fun, dude.
One of those
Very
things
cool.
that puts a little gas in
Little,
your damn tank.
pep in your step.
Little blood in your dinky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolute boners.
Boner City
Yeah.
for the kid.
So you get down to New Orleans, you're rock hard.
Completely boned
Show
out.
goes well.
Show goes well.
Then you pop back on you hang for a couple days.
We hang, and then we go. So there's a speakeasy in the bottom of the Orpheum.
God.
So he's going, come on out, the speakeasy.
Cool as hell.
We go down there. We're riffing. We're rapping. We're having a fun time. I was trying, you don't want to over.
Yeah, you got to match.
I kept it.
You just mirror. You
Yeah.
go, what's the vibe that the person who's paying for all of us to be here is putting out? Let me do my best to match that. Fit in where I can. Maybe toss a riff in when appropriate.
Right. I did before the show. I went out to the bar and got a $27 double vodka soda.
Did you tell him you were on the show?
No.
I was gonna say I've done that before, and they've gone great. It's $27.
Yeah, neato.
And then some theaters they're like, cool, but some theaters are so. Did you get the vibe that the employees there cared about the show?
I couldn't clock it at all. I wasn't even in clocking that mode.
Okay.
I was an
Like the stagehands and everything?
mess.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just walking around. I go back in the green room. I've got my little vodka soda. He goes, "Did you pay for that?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, okay, thank God."
Oh.
He goes, "You can't be paying for drinks at the show." And I was like, "Well, now I want my $27
Yeah,
back."
well, could you just maybe here's my Venmo?
And
But
then just been like, oh
yeah.
shit, there's my plane ticket and the drinks I bought
My plane ticket from coming down here for Thanksgiving,
from
obviously.
already being here. Also, like a bunch of people I know bought tickets to the show, so I don't know if you're on a door deal, but maybe we could faction that in. But no, it was a great, it's one of those great comedy nights. I learned from my Jim Norton experience. I didn't ruin the whole show.
That's huge.
I did everything I needed to do. I think I did it correctly. And then after that, it's lagniappe after that, Tom. Everything's golden after that.
Yeah.
So we stayed for another day. Our friends hit us up.
Yeah.
Hey, we have you guys want to come sit in a suite at the Saints game? We say, yeah.
Yeah, we can fit that into the schedule.
Yeah, I think we do want to do that.
Yeah, it's crazy to fly Spirit and then do a theater and sit in a suite at the Saints game.
So we have that little night. We go. I mean, we just have a great day. Then we go to our friend's house the next night. They just built this insane home.
God.
We're drinking a bunch of wine. Too much, some would say.
Okay.
And then we wake up 3 minutes before our flight boards. And we say, we can make it. So we get in an Uber. Tom, I shit you not. We got to the airport 5 minutes before gates closed.
Did you get through?
No.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wow, this is going to be a miracle. Was this Spanish Uber driver?
No, this was today. That was our Spanish guy. But we were supposed to leave. What is today?
Oh, you were supposed to fly back yesterday.
Yes.
Oh.
So we get to the airport and we're like, hey, we're on this flight. Do you think we can? They go, no.
Hey, but at least Spirit's really good about rescheduling.
No, they were chill as hell.
Yeah, no, they're like, actually, it costs more somehow
Yeah, like,
if you miss the
this
flight.
one will be $600 to reschedule.
Yeah.
But it was fine. We just went and we got a little hotel in the French Quarter and then went to our favorite restaurant.
There we go.
And we just had another little.
Sometimes it's fun to kind of spend some dough.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I love
hate it.
spending money.
I hate every moment of it. But it was nice, we just got some nice Tim and Lizzie time
There we go.
after hitting a damn theater,
I love
going to
love
the
hearing
Saints in our favorite city. And we just spent most of the time just walking around and I think we spend most of our time in New Orleans walking around and just going, isn't this city amazing?
that. That's awesome.
Isn't this the best place in the world?
That's what people are doing in New York, in the city you live in.
In the city I live in.
City of Angels.
It's just different in New Orleans. There's some weird energy in New Orleans
Yeah.
where you just really feel alive.
Yeah.
And then
Which is weird because a lot of it is like dead.
a lot of
themed.
it's dead stuff.
Yeah.
And then someone did get shot in the face on Canal Street right after the show.
Ooh.
Which RIP to that guy. But if he was a CEO of a healthcare corporation, suck it, bitch.
Wow, we're going topical, you guys.
Topical Tim and Tom. No one's
Oh,
ever mad at
man.
that.
What a trip, dude. I'm very happy for you.
It was great. It was fun. We love comedy. It's a good thing.
It really rips. I was having a moment of gratitude last night.
Hit me with the tude.
Because
Damn, that's no one ever says when you have a tude. You're like,
everyone
yeah,
always
it's
goes
gratitude.
negative.
Yeah, it's like it could
Whoa.
be gratitude.
Let's turn that attitude into gratitude. Hey, dude, you're giving me some satitude. I need to see some gratitude. Is that anything?
That's not nothing.
Hey, is this anything? This is a bit I kept doing last night. Is this anything? Is this thing on? Tapping your dick?
That's
is this
pretty
thing
fun.
on?
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Has anyone done that?
Unfortunately,
Someone has to have done
think
that.
I have seen or heard that. I know.
That's how I was convinced last night. I was doing it and it was killing, and I was like, someone has this.
I really think so.
Is this thing on? It feels like a Matt Kennedy bit.
Oh my god!
But I'm like-
wait, that's not an asthma thing, is it?
No, he does hit himself in the balls.
Oh, he hits
but
himself in the balls.
But it's not that.
Oh my
It's so
God.
funny to be like,
This is
he does
so-
that, but I don't think that's the same bit, right?
God, and we take this so seriously. No. He does tap his balls with the mic.
But it's him saying he's soft.
But that's a different thing.
He goes, oh, why am I soft
Right.
right now? God, I did just kind of make contact with my left nut.
The perfect hit.
Yeah, like not. It wasn't hard enough to be like, that sucks, but it wasn't.
Well, it's just
It was
enough to
past
make
comfortable.
It's just enough to make the bottom of your stomach hurt. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, that is fun. But I just it seems so familiar.
Yeah, it does. And well, it also seems like someone has to have
Right.
stumbled across that.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, we were doing a whole physical bit last time. Me and Laura Peak were crying laughing. But Laura Peak's in town because she's doing the Tonight Show tomorrow.
No way.
So it's this was my moment of last night. We split an Uber back because she's staying right by me. We hit a bar, catch up. She had been running the set at the Cellar. I'm telling her about you. You're coming back from New Orleans doing a theater show. She's doing the Tonight Show
She's doing the Orpheum on Friday.
in New. Oh shit, she is.
Yeah, she's with Santino.
Oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
Wow, God, that is insane. Oh yeah, she mentioned that last night. I was a little drunk.
Right.
But I was like, all right, we got two of my best friends doing very cool shit.
Right.
I've been really anxious lately. It's just like, yeah, but this is going well.
It is objective win. That's an objective win.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. And last night I had to, and then it ended up being fun. Followed the combo of Louis C.K. and then Chris Rock at the Cellar, both unannounced. So 2 surprises for the crowd, back to back, and boy were they pumped about them.
Right.
And then it was.
What was the riff?
I'm sitting there just going. I'm going. Is this thing on? Is that anything? Have you guys seen that before? Chris Rock just did it. No, I mean it was great because they're going up there with kind of nothing,
Sure.
and just to work stuff out.
Right.
And so you can actually have very hot sets after that because also everyone got what they came for.
Yeah, like, oh, if this guy's good, this is a huge win.
Yeah, because like the lore of the Cellar is that someone famous is going to drop in.
The lore peak?
So the lore peak of the Cellar is that someone famous is going to drop in, and sometimes you just get Tom.
Right.
But like,
Right.
you did get the famous.
Well, because like
drop-ins.
everyone else has the story of like, well, we saw Ricky Gervais there.
Yeah.
And then Jerry Seinfeld came up and they hugged.
And so the people that brought their friends to this other are going, you never know who might drop in, and sometimes it's no one.
Sure.
But when it's Chris Rock
And Lewis.
and Louis, it's people go crazy,
yeah.
and then they're like, wow, and there's more show. Like we're just happy now.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, I mean,
Like
the
as long
riff
as this
was
guy
Louis.
doesn't
Then
come up and stink,
yeah.
it's gonna be. We're gonna give him the juice.
The riff was Louis, then Chris Rock, and a guy who peed a little when he met them.
Yeah.
And then it's it.
Then it's
Yeah.
game
Then it's
time.
fine. And I was like, wasn't that cool? We should probably all leave. Let's just
Yeah,
all head
let's
out.
get outta
And then
here.
it's fun. But then it's like then it's bonus. And they go, yeah, just do 8 instead. I'm like, great.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, you just want me to rip for 8?
I was shitting my pants having to go
Yeah.
after them.
15 feels long after Louis and Chris Rock.
Yeah. Also, just going. It's also so funny. I mean, it's like I get this. This is how famous they are. But like Louis was slotted in the lineup, but then Chris wasn't. So like he comes in, and I'm sitting there, and I go, oh, fuck. I saw him, and he just goes. He walks up to the manager. He just goes, I'm gonna go after Louis, and they're like, great, and I'm like, that's my spot.
Excuse me, Chris.
Hey, Mr. Rock.
I'm Tom.
I'm Tom, and I think you're gonna bump
I'm
me.
Tom of the spot after Louis.
Are you? You might know me from the lineup that you just looked at and dismissed. Because he did look at the lineup and then he's like, "Well, I don't know that guy, so I don't give a shit."
100%.
Yeah.
Or it was just a gesture
Of what?
of like, I'm going to pretend like I care. I don't.
Oh yeah. I'll go up whenever I
I'm
want.
going to go up whenever.
And it's like, yeah, I know that that's the case. It just hurts to be like, it hurts. It just is crazy to feel that like powerless for a second,
Sure.
and to know like, oh man, this is gonna be hard.
Well, because you're all amped up.
Yeah.
And you're going, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
And then you're going, hey, I'm going to put a middle finger in that guy's face.
He's the least important person here.
Well, I guess I'll just finish my kebab then.
Spot on. Kebab and a cappuccino. But then it ended up being fun, and then Laura runs the late night set. And
How did that go? Because those typically don't go great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm putting you on the spot there. But I'll say this. Anytime I've seen somebody, because like on a show where everyone else gets to be a comedian.
This is exactly the case.
And then they have to go up and be a joke robot. I feel like people can sniff it.
They sniff it, and it's always just like, best case scenario is it goes fine.
Right.
I've never seen a set that you have to dial in word for word. I've never seen it crush.
Yeah, never.
And I've only had to do that a few times. You saw one of the hard bombs. Remember CYSK when I was running the Comedy Central
Brother,
set?
I think about it every day.
Hard bomb. And then the other time I did it, I also called you the next day. It was before I was auditioning at the Cellar.
Yep.
And I was like, listen, I didn't want to tell anyone, but I need you to tell me that I don't need to change every part of this set.
But it's just what it is. Everyone else, because like you got to, after the Chris Rock Louis thing, you got to get up and be a comedian. You got to get up and have a riff.
Yeah.
And show everyone, hey, look, I'm an alive person.
I'm in the room with you guys.
I get it.
I also saw what happened.
This is nanners.
This was crazy.
But if you have to get up and immediately grab the mic and go, so I have 8 sisters.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what? Wait, what?
Well, we don't care.
What the fuck? Do you realize what just happened?
Yeah.
So that's always tough. I've seen it a few times, and I've never seen it go.
No, I've seen it go really
Well.
poorly. Laura last night, it was fine. It was like, it just went fine. But it was so funny. I'm so glad this happened because I was worried she'd be in her head. But she had a riff. Someone yelled something out, and she had a riff. And the riff crushed. And then it's like, okay, that proves the point of like, you don't get to be a comedian when you're running this
100%.
set.
100%.
Because if you did get to be a comedian, you'd be crushing.
Right.
And so it's like instantly afterwards, she's like, God, that was tough. And I was like, what? But the riff? And she's like, I know.
Yeah, the riff is letting you know that like it's fine.
Yeah.
You're alive. It's fine.
Yeah, I was very glad that happened because the set is great. It's just, it's hard when you have to get on stage at midnight and be like, I'm not allowed to address anything that has happened in this bananas show.
Well, wait, was she just hitting 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just running 5. So it's like, you got to keep it tight. And then, it'll be fun. I'm going to go
Hell yes.
to the taping tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Lower Peak. We love a win for
Very
Lower
pumped.
Peak.
That's tonight, actually.
The
Tune
Tonight
in to
Show.
the Tonight Show. It's tonight's show.
Tonight's show. She's on tonight's show.
Tune in tonight. She's on it with Angelina Jolie and somebody else. What's she up to? Why is she on TV right now?
Gotta be promoting something. She's probably got a movie about being the Tomb Raider or something.
Yeah.
Lips.
She's just lips.
You know, I've
Her lips
never,
don't do it for me.
She's one of those people that's like, she's so objectively attractive. I'm almost like,
Yeah. Take it or leave it with Angelina Jolie.
no. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
100%.
it's
I'm not attracted to her.
it's almost like it's too much.
Yes. Well, it's like cartoonish. It's like Bratz doll.
Yeah, you're like, you're not a real person. People
No.
don't look like you.
Nah, no one does. I've never met someone.
Because
who
like
looks
even
like
back in the day, I mean, you look at her face and you're like, that's a perfect face.
her. Yeah.
But you're like, but it doesn't, as a human being. Well, look, as a fellow perfect face haver,
Right.
I understand the plight.
And the weight and,
And
the
the
burden that you carry.
God, brother, I understand the weight. My fucking fat ass has got to take it easy.
You putting on pounds?
New Orleans always really makes you go, I got to detox.
I hate a weekend that actually physically feels different.
This
when
was,
you're back.
Yes, this is one.
But
of
also,
them.
it's a sneaky 4 days there.
It's a real sneaky one. And but then you're also, New Orleans is a little drinking town,
No.
if you can believe it.
Yeah.
But like every other city kind of keeps you in check. Like we'd be out at 10 in the morning walking around, and then you'd see someone just walking by with a cocktail.
It's like a hurricane.
And no, not a hurricane, but
That's,
just like
that's what all the cool people drink in New Orleans.
and you're looking and you go, I mean, I could probably have a cocktail.
yeah.
It's 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
We're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then it turns 4 p.m. and you're like, something bad's going to happen.
4 p.m. You're like, yeah, but I could probably have a cocktail. Still saying the same thing. Just,
Yeah,
I
no,
could cocktail have it probably.
I think I'm going to have some epiphany at 4 p.m. Yeah, right. But then you go in and you're like, we'll have 2 vodka sodas. And they're like, that'll be $8. And you're like, my life is going to be bad after this.
That's crazy.
8 clams.
Yeah, that
And it's a
hurts.
generous pour, Tom.
Man, that rules. Fun town. I got to get back down there. Oh, I'm going in March.
March. I'll be back there in friggin' July.
Hell yeah.
Hitting the drink, taking a little sip of that sports drink.
Sports drink.
What else you got going, Tom?
I had a fun comedy moment the other day where I left a show. And this is just very brief, but I left a show, and there was a comic that we've done a million shows together. We see each other probably 4 nights a week, and then we see each other in the subway station, and neither of us took our headphones out. We fist pumped and kept it moving.
Yes.
Got on different train cars.
Yes.
We were going to the same neighborhood.
Yes.
And I just really loved it. It was beautiful.
No, that's 100% the move.
We both acknowledged, like, hey, we don't want to.
We don't need this.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
Yeah, because, like, we're going to see each other in 24 hours.
Yeah. Great to see you. I'm glad you're riding the train.
And I saw you 20 minutes ago.
Literally, dude, Tucker Brookshire and I did. Tucker's like one of our best friends.
That's a little psychotic.
We
You two are, like, very good friends.
I know. But we do it, and we like have an agreement about it.
That's so funny.
As it's like, brother, I love you, but I'm on the train.
We're done.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
And we both get on separate train cars, and then we keep it moving.
But were you hanging out before that? Mm-hmm. That's a little crazy.
There's also one time where we were headed to meet each other. And we saw each other, and we said, hey, I'll see you there.
This is bordering on crazy.
No, I'm sorry. On the train, I want my headphones in, and I want to just be...
But not sitting next to each other even?
No. We're on different train cars.
Can't wait to hang, though, dude.
No, see you in 20?
See you soon.
It's going to be sick.
See you at Myrtle Wyckoff.
Because I'm saving up my social energy to get to that spot. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't.
And when they see you early, it does kind of feel like
It's a
you were
slow leak.
almost, the balloon was almost
Yes.
inflated, and then you're like, yeah, sorry if I just
and you're like,
spit it.
shit, I guess I got to use some of my material on the train.
I wasn't planning on pulling out the closer up top. Might have to, though.
I mean, no, I will straight up just be like, hello. No, I have made the mistake one time of telling some friends, like, hey, look, great to see everybody, but I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
And I thought I was getting on a different train car, but, these train cars, they have 2 doors.
You gotta say.
So I walked to the different door, got on the same train car, grabbing the thing. I look over, and they're just over there staring at me. And I was like, what's up, boys?
I'm still done, by the way.
Still fully done. We already talked enough. I don't have nothing else to say.
I'm going to listen to Drake.
My social... Yeah, right, dude. Drake's so lame.
No. Was he your top artist again?
Number 1, wasn't even close.
I continuously have the whitest...
Dude. We talked about this. I refuse to share my Spotify rap because I'm
going to say it because I'm owning it this year.
Hell yes, dude.
Number 1, Drake. Tough.
Yeah.
Number 2, Avett Brothers.
Okay.
White. Number 3, Khruangbin. I
don't know.
actually stand by Khruangbin.
I think Drake might be whiter than the Avett Brothers.
Well, Drake with the combo of these other ones. Then number 4, Noah Khan. Number 5, Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. Drake, on top of those other 4, is the whitest.
Is the whitest thing.
Yeah,
because that's you being like,
I listen to rap.
I love rap music.
Yeah, it's a very tough look. And Push Ups was my number 2 song.
Push-ups. Let's see. What was my humiliating shit? I'm not gonna say my top 5 artists.
Why?
Because it's humiliating.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I have the music taste of a 9-year-old.
Okay, so it was like what, like Barney and Friends?
This is the Barney riff out of nowhere.
Come on.
How do I? What is this? What are these noises? No, don't look.
Come on, dude. You can't even tell me.
No.
I won't say it into the microphone.
Man, these take so
Yeah,
long.
well,
Give me
actually.
the fucking. Oh wait, here's my leaderboard.
Just keep tapping.
I played
Tap, tap,
783 songs this year.
Just keep. You only. Is that a lot?
Well, I'm learning that I might be like autistic. Apparently, if you listen to the same song like 400 times, that's autism,
Yeah, you do that a lot.
and that's all I do.
Well, because I remember when you got into Noah Khan, it was just a one song, and you refused to listen to the rest of the album.
Yeah, it's Stick Seasons number 4. I listened to it like literally 400 times.
God, the rest of the album was honestly better.
Can't Take a Joke was my number 3 by Drizzy.
Wow, you love pretending people have it out for you. God, you listen to that song, you're going, God, everyone's fucking against me.
It's just me against the world,
Oh
as
my
usual.
God, you're listening to wait, what's the other song on that album? No Friends in the Industry.
No friends in the industry, dude. I'm like,
My brother's been my brother's.
you people ain't no friends to me.
Yeah, that's you.
Can't trust anybody in this industry, Tom. Everybody's got a shiv in your back.
None of these people can even take a joke.
Is that song even about that? I don't know what it's about, but boy, it's just a banger. And then I go right from that to the saddest song of all time.
Which one?
Noah Khan.
Oh, Stick Season.
Stick
yeah.
Season. And Casual made it on there. Love a little Casual.
Wow. You really get obsessed with one. Because Casual was late in the year.
Yeah.
So that was a comeback.
I went crazy on that one.
Yeah.
Really, really. I do. I don't know.
Sounds like you do to Casual what this YouTuber's going to do to us
What the
giving
hell,
each other
bro?
wedgies.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I just love I love a really aggressive song or just one of the saddest songs you've
And
ever heard in
Casual's
your
kind
life.
of a combo of the two.
Super sad.
But it also pretty aggressive. Because it's like, you ate me out in the car.
Oh, that's
and
right.
we fucked while
That's
your
right.
parents
Yeah,
took us to dinner.
What the fuck? I thought you were going to take me to the lake house and everybody was going to think I was cool.
Yeah. And instead you just had sex with me in a restaurant while we were at dinner with your parents.
Tough.
Yeah.
Love that song, though.
It's a really aggressively sexual song.
Chapel
I do
Run,
love it.
a queen.
Yeah.
We love it.
Sorry at SNL.
Sorry or saw her?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I saw her. Saw her is
Did you say
tough.
what's up?
Yeah.
Nice.
We hadn't seen each other in a while, so it was good catching up, honestly.
It's always good to see an old friend. I wouldn't talk to her on the subway, but I would like
No.
to see her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good to see her.
What else you got over there, Tumis?
I had a moment where I felt like a man this week.
Oh, let's go.
One of 6 times in my life. Well, you know, the old girlfriend's got a nice little apartment.
Sure.
That is, you know, she's got a trek to laundry. She's got about 4
blocks?
No, it might be more than that. It's like 6 blocks.
Oh.
There's one closer, but it's like a ripoff. And then there's one that's cheap, but it's like 5 or 6 blocks away. She does that for laundry, and it's tough. So she just got.
Did she get one of the little carts?
She's got a cart. We've been carting it up.
Okay.
But
Because I'm full Santa Claus.
she got your sack over the shoulder.
100%.
You got to get a cart.
Well, it's 1 block.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's literally, I can listen
The
to
cart is great though.
I don't even get through Casual and I'm already there.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can Santa.
I walk
sack it
in with
then.
just tears rolling down my cheeks and
Yeah.
he's going, giving it another spin, huh?
And then but anyways, so she bought a mini washer for her apartment. Like it's a little standalone. It almost looks like a
Mini what?
it's about yay big, probably 1.5 feet wide, and it just kind of fits into this little slot in her kitchen.
And then you hang dry?
And you just attach a hose to the sink, and then you detach it,
No way.
and then you hang dry.
Hang dry.
And it's not bad, but she bought this thing, and she was like, we just have to figure out how to hook it up. And this was about a month ago, and I'm being generous there. It was about 2 months ago.
Sure.
And she was like, can
So
you help
about
me
3
figure
months
this
ago.
out? And I was like, yeah, I guess or we could let it sit here for 3 or 4 months. And
I don't know. It looks pretty good in the box.
and the first time I tried to hook it up, it's like her sink didn't have the right kind of thing.
Right.
So then it was like, fuck, we got to figure that out. And then it's like a week turns into a month turns into a year. All of a sudden we're old, our kids are grown.
Right.
And, you know.
New guy's in the corner puking his guts out.
the what is it? The inspector shows up and he goes, "Oh my god." Anyways, so I'm like, all right, I kind of feel bad that I didn't figure this out. Whatever. She goes out of town for Thanksgiving,
Big.
and I'm there.
I like where
and
this
I
is
go,
going, Tom.
I gotta figure this thing out.
Yes.
I ordered this thing called the Water Bandit,
Sure.
which like fits on any sink and allows you to have a hose.
This
thing.
is like a QVC kind of thing.
Yes. So I go, Water Bandit came in the mail. I'm getting over there. I'm figuring it out. I put the Water Bandit on. Water Bandit stinks.
Boo.
Water Bandit can suck my ass.
What's the refund policy? Hit the return
It was
button.
$8. I haven't returned it yet, but I might because of principle.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to be
It was
eating
just
that $8.
loose as hell. I'm going to. There's no chance I return this thing. I don't even know how to return something. This thing, you put it on, it immediately falls off. It's loose as hell.
Not good.
And it's like I would have preferred the sticky bandits were in there.
Sure,
You know?
yeah.
Wait, weren't they the wet bandits too at one point?
They were the sticky bandit. They were the wet bandits initially.
Yeah.
And then Home Alone 2, they were the sticky bandits. So
yeah.
they wanted to put their fistful of masking tape into the Santa buckets.
Yes, yeah.
And I guess the big scam was they get about $1.16. I don't know what that scam was, guys.
Max, it was like $7 if they like
Max.
hit it out of the park.
Yeah, that's a big score.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was hoping I'd be the wet bandit with the water bandit.
Yeah.
Water bandit stinks.
I mean, you get this thing hooked up, she'd be the wet bandit. You know
Let's
what I'm saying?
go. Come on. Don't ever talk about my girlfriend like that, dude. That's fucked up. I I take another look at the sink, and I'm like, I think this faucet, little thing on it, I think it could be unscrewed, but it's like rusted on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a little WD-40. I bring a wrench over from home.
I was about to say, where are you getting this equipment?
I've got a
WD-40 on hand.
I've got a full toolkit at my apartment.
Whoa.
Well, I had WD-40 because of I don't actually know why I have WD-40. I think I had it from my apartment
Maybe
in
your
LA.
bike?
Brought it over. Yes.
Okay,
probably.
yeah, that's a bike thing.
So I get that in there. I get these pliers. I get the thing unscrewed. I hook up the washer, and it's up and running before she gets back into town.
So Water Bandit did pay off.
No.
Water Bandit poo.
I had to go back to the original setup that I thought didn't fit on there. It did fit. I just hadn't unscrewed the sink correctly.
I got you.
But I got really strong, and I just ripped it off. And when it unscrewed, dude, I was like,
just a guttural yell.
yeah. She has neighbors, you can hear everything, so it was more like, yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I can't believe this worked out like this.
It worked because I was listening to Can't Take a Joke in my headphones, so I was pumped
And you were like,
up.
yeah, right, sink.
Yeah. Guess who can't take a joke? Me.
No friends in
mad.
the Upper East Side.
In the plumbing industry, that's for sure. So I figured it out, got it all hooked up, and it was
What
up
is
and
this?
running
So
when
this
she
is
got
a
back
thing
to
you
town.
have to hook and rehook.
Well, no, it's got like a quick release once you've got it on there.
Not
so now
bad.
that's the knob is just on her sink, and you can use the sink normally, and then you just go.
Yeah, but where are we at on the hang dry? What does that take? 3 days?
Well, this is like not for a full load of laundry. This is like I gotta wash
need
my
the shirt.
socks.
Okay, right.
And then she's got a little hang dry thing.
Outside?
It's just in the living room.
So it just drips all over the living room?
I guess so.
Okay.
Put a towel down, maybe. Oh no, she puts it in the bathtub. What am I thinking?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes
yeah.
sense.
I was like, I don't know, actually.
Boy, you know what? You can... Am I allowed to say what she does for a living?
No.
Boy, you can have a really good job
And still be
have to
fighting for
dry
your
your
life.
socks in
Yeah.
the fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
New York City, you
It doesn't
stink.
give you an inch. Man, I had a fun line for a little while when it was a drought here, but now it's not a drought anymore.
Damn.
But we had a 2-month drought.
No,
And
I
it
didn't
was,
know that.
Oh yeah, we did it. We had one.
No, I believe you.
And it was I was like, it hasn't rained in 2 months. You'll step in a puddle. It's just like that is how New York works.
The hard news is that puddle is piss.
Yeah, it's street sangria.
That's
It's a
certainly
little
not
sidewalk
water.
juice.
Yeah, yeah.
You have it's a mix of like bodily fluids and like trash juice.
That's what I was doing that joke for a little bit, and it was like hitting.
Oh, the piss? Like you shouldn't be able to know.
Like spot piss.
Yeah.
It's fresh piss.
But you can literally tell by the pattern on the sidewalk.
for sure.
Because you're like, it starts at the corner of the building.
Well, and it's also the big puddle, and then it's like one little part of it like
Yep.
drains down. You're like, that's for sure piss, and it's too much to be a dog.
and it's potent.
And God, it stinks. This, it is just so funny that you just described that. Girlfriend's got a great job.
Great job. Makes a lot of money.
Makes a whole bunch of dough.
Almost as much as me.
And and still has to figure out a miniature washer.
Yeah.
And then hang her clothes in the tub.
Yeah.
Boy, this place just
Had a nice apartment too.
this doesn't give you an inch.
No.
Pre-war,
I don't know
Probably.
which war.
the civil.
When they say when they say pre-war, is it always World War II?
Yeah,
Why?
cause
When does that end?
right after the war.
Do we have to have like a bigger war? No, I mean, no, it's during war. This apartment's really shitty.
You get really political about it. You're like, well, technically, we've never not been in a war.
Yeah, we've actually been starting wars.
It's
all
actually
over
a
this
very
place.
profitable part of our economy.
Sorry, are you
is
talking about the
war.
war on drugs?
No,
That's
I
the
was
war I'm
referring to the war
referring
on
to.
terror. I'm a war on terror guy. Always have been.
God, the war on terror. The more you think about it, is just the
So
lamest
embarrassing.
name
It's
of all
so
time.
terror.
This is the war on terror.
And everyone was like, yeah.
Yeah, wait till you hear our next one. It's gonna be the war on big scary guys.
The war on being bummed out.
Dude, I'm fighting that war all the time.
I'm losing it constantly. I'm getting my absolute ass
I'm
kicked on the
fighting
war
the
on being
war.
bummed out.
The war on depression.
It is a formidable opponent. I'll tell you
Oh,
that, guys.
God.
Boy, the chemicals in our brains are not good. Did I tell you that show in Boston where a comic before the girl that was hitting the dang feech mentioned something about depression, and these guys in the audience like looked at each other and gave each other like a
Like we have depression?
Well, that's what I was, because I was watching the
Like,
back.
that's our thing.
Yeah, and I was like, well, for sure going to address that.
Yeah.
And I asked them, and I was like, hey, what was all that about? And they're like, oh, well, before we came here, we were reading this big article about comedians, and apparently you guys are super depressed.
He's like, hey, look, it lived up to the hype.
There's one right there.
Yeah,
Look
wow.
how sad that one
That
is.
article was spot on.
And I was like, oh, damn. You
God,
guys.
Steve, you always send me the best articles.
Hey, you know we're going to that comedy show tonight? You're not going to believe how sad they are.
They're super sad, but they make us laugh. Isn't that a weird life to live? That must be strange for them.
Oh, why have we done this? Tom, where are we at?
What are you? What? Oh, fuck! What's the line? He's trying to give them what he cannot give himself.
Damn,
What's
wait,
the Bo
wait,
Burnham
what is
line?
that from?
Bo Burnham.
Trying to give him.
Watch as he fights to give you what he cannot give himself.
Oh,
Wow.
man. I can't believe that wasn't on my Spotify.
Yeah, but it counts. It's not a song. Remember?
Yeah, they have your top songs.
No, but it's uploaded as like a podcast because that song isn't out on Spotify.
Because it was like just a part of a live show.
Yeah. Well, no, it's on one of the specials, but for some reason that special isn't on Spotify.
Weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I think.
But wouldn't it be
Isn't
on my...
that the special?
What?
Weird.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, my God.
That's one of them.
We are so dialed in.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
crazy.
Holy
Weird.
crap. Shout out to Bo Burnham if you don't know him.
He's a talented kid.
Guy on the up and up.
He's coming up, friend of the pod.
Good. Tall.
I did weep watching Inside again recently.
Dude, I texted you the other day. I'm like, it's been a crazy. I've been
It was after that.
hardcore on Inside.
I put it on. Or no, I had already put it on.
Probably not.
Did I tell you? Well, this has come up a few times recently. Oh, no. I put it on after you texted me that.
Yeah.
Cried again. And
So
then
good.
one of my little sisters was like, I just listened to this song from Inside again. And I was like, damn, maybe it's just everyone's feeling a little bit bummed right
Well, I
now.
think like the weather started to change.
Weather started to change. Trump is getting back into office. maybe it's we're starting to feel a little.
Like here,
Bad
the
again.
materials should be cranking out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be sad boy.
Yeah, it has not been cranking out lately for me.
Where are we
Anyways,
at? That's 56 minis.
let's wrap this up. Tonight, watch Laura Peak on The Tonight Show.
Yes.
I'll be backstage. I'll try to poke my head out behind the curtain when she walks out there.
Poke just a little, just your forehead out.
I'll go, hey, did you mention the pod?
here too.
Mention the pod.
Wait, you're going? What time is it?
It's tomorrow. I'm saying tonight because it comes out tomorrow.
I think
You got to go to bed, buddy.
I think I get that wrong every time.
Yeah.
I was like, Tom, you gotta go, dude.
You're late, man. She's going to be pissed.
You just come storming in a little late, Laura.
Sorry, pod went long. But we promoted it. Don't worry. We
We were
promoted
talking about
it.
how
though.
good you're gonna do. About how it's hard to run a set.
She's out there.
Oh my
Jimmy
God.
himself is like, hey, will you get the fuck?
Jimmy! All right,
Anyways,
where are you gonna be, Tomas?
Minneapolis, New Year's with Jeff Asmus. We just added a couple shows.
Let's go.
We're doing a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Don't make us regret it. And then I will be in Bismarck, North Dakota,
Busy.
and Las Vegas, and Dallas, and Boston, and New Orleans, and Tyler, Texas. That one's going to be a mistake. That seems like it's going to be similar to your Amarillo experience. And, yeah, all sorts of good stuff. Go to punchuplive.com/Tommy Brennan or just go to my Instagram and click on the link in my bio.
Click on the damn link. Folks, I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. this weekend. That's our nation's capital, folks.
Yes.
5 shows at the D.C. Improv.
There's a link in your bio.
The link is in my bio.
Let's go.
It's kind of just mostly on my story. So just like click on that, and then come on.
Those
out.
only last for 24 hours. I'm going to kill you.
I've got some dang new that's been cooking. Come on out, have a fun time with your friends, and then Lafayette, Louisiana, December 19th, folks. I need you to buy some tickets.
Yes.
Because this is how I eat food, and this is how I get Lizzie to not leave me.
And he just spent all of his money on New
I
Orleans.
just spent all of my money in New Orleans, and I really need Lizzie to not leave me. So buy some tickets. We're gonna have some fun, and then we'll be in San Diego and L.A. and then I believe New Haven, Connecticut, and then a bunch of other shit coming down the damn pipe.
And I'm just going to put this out there. If anyone wants to make a link tree for Tim Smith, you're allowed to do that. and I will make him put it in his bio.
I'll put it in there.
I won't do it because
Shut up, Tom.
Because I'll commit a violent crime.
Shut up, Tom.
Okay.
We love you
Anyways,
guys.
Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together.